Hello everyone, welcome one and all. I am Assistant Professor Sunaina Jadhav, Commerce Department from Sri Pancham Khemraj Mahavidyalaya Savantwadi. FY BCom. For FY BCom semester first, our paper is Accountancy and Financial Management first. In this particular paper, we are going to discuss about the final account of sole trader. Today we are going to learn trading account. Trading account is prepared by every manufacturing and trading organization to record for sales of finished goods and ascertain the amount of gross profit or gross loss made due to the same for the given accounting year or for the given financial year. In case of manufacturing organization, trading account prepared by manufacturing organization as well as the trading organization, and with the help of trading account, every organization find out the amount of gross profit or gross loss made during that particular financial year. Trading account, actually pro forma of trading account is debit side of trading account. Various elements are recorded. First is the opening stock of finished goods, okay, because opening stock of raw material and opening stock of work in progress is debited to manufacturing account, and opening stock of finished goods is debited to trading account. Next aspect is the cost of goods produced, that is transferred from manufacturing account credit side, that is the cost of goods produced. Next is the purchases of finished goods, okay. In case of if the manufacturing organization or trading organization purchased goods, if that goods is finished goods, that is debited to trading account. And in case of purchases of raw material, purchases of work in progress, that is debited to manufacturing account, okay. Next is the carriage inward. Carriage inward means carrying cost of finished goods, that is the carriage inward, means this carriage inward carrying cost is related to finished goods. And carrying cost of raw material, carrying cost of work in progress, that is debited to manufacturing account. Same other expenses related to purchase of finished goods, that is the octroi charges, custom duties, etc. is debited to trading account debit side. Various elements, various factors credited to trading account is, first is the sales. Finished goods, sale of finished goods is credited to trading account, that is the major source of our income by sales. This is also known as the gross sales, okay, before deduction of returns, before deduction of sales return, before deduction of return inward, the amount of sales is known as the gross sales. Gross sales less sales return, that sales return is the return of finished goods, okay, that is the return of finished goods, that is the return outward. बघा, रिटर्न इनवर्ड कुठून लेस केला जातो? परचेसेस मधून लेस केला जातो, कारण तो गुड्स परचेसेस मधून काय केलं जातं? रिटर्न आउटवर्ड लेस केला जातो, कारण तो गुड्स आपण परचेस केलेला असतो, आपल्या फॅक्टरीमधून आपण तो परत पाठवतो. परचेसेस मधून फिनिश्ड गुड्स असेल किंवा रॉ मटेरियल असेल, जर परत पाठवला, दॅट इज द रिटर्न आउटवर्ड, दॅट इज डिडक्टेड फ्रॉम परचेसेस. अँड रिटर्न इनवर्ड, that is the sales return deducted from sales. And before deduction of sales return, the amount is known as the gross sales. After deduction of sales return, the balancing amount is the net sales. This is the concept of net sales and gross sales. Second element credited to trading account is finished goods lost by fire, flood, theft, etc. Okay, finished goods lost. Lost means आपला loss झाला, LOST, by fire, fire, flood, 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 and THEFT, theft. Next is the if proprietor, means this is the if the goods, finished goods taken by the proprietor for personal use, that is credited to trading account. Next is the finished goods distributed as free samples. If free samples distributed, that is credited to trading account. And last is the closing stock of finished goods, because opening stock of finished goods is debited to trading account, and closing stock of finished goods is credited to trading account. Okay, this is the various elements debited to trading account and credited to trading account. After recording of all transactions, then account is closed, trading account is closed to find out the amount of gross profit or the amount of gross loss. If credit side of trading account is excess than the debit side of trading account, it means our income through sales is excess than the expenses. The balancing amount is the gross profit, means credit side of trading account is excess than the debit side of trading account. The balancing amount is known as the gross profit, and this gross profit is credited to P&L account. Okay, gross profit transfer to next account, that is the profit and loss account. And according to dual aspect concept, every debit has corresponding credits. That's why our gross profit is credited to profit and loss account. And same reverse condition, vice versa position, means if debit side of trading account is excess than the credit side of trading account, the balancing amount is the gross loss, and this gross loss is transferred to P&L account, debit side. That is known as the gross loss. Okay, last lecture we have discussed about the manufacturing account, and we have seen the various aspects debited to manufacturing account and credited to manufacturing account. This lecture we have think about the trading account, or in simple word we can say the main purpose of preparing trading account is to ascertain the gross profit or gross loss. Gross profit or gross loss is the difference between the sales value and the cost of goods sold. परत एकदा बघा, gross profit or gross loss is the difference between the sales value and cost of goods sold. Cost of goods sold is the difference from cost of goods purchased, which will be clear from the various parts. For example, opening stock, add cost of goods available for sale, add net purchases, less closing stock, the balancing amount is the cost of manufacture. Okay. Next account opened by manufacturing as well as trading organization is profit and loss account. Okay, next account after trading account, next account opened by manufacturing as well as trading concern of proprietary concern is profit and loss account. Profit and loss account is prepared by a business organization to account for the recording of indirect expenses incurred related to the cost of sales of the goods sold. It also accounts for the indirect incomes made by the business organization which cannot be accounted for in the trading account of the organization. It is a part of financial statement which shows the result of business operations conducted during the year. The purpose of profit and loss account is to find out the amount of net profit earned or net loss incurred during the year. Various This P&L account is opened for find out the amount of net profit or net loss, and all indirect expenses, broadly we can say profit and loss account record all indirect expenses and all indirect income for find out the amount of net profit or net loss earned during that particular financial year. All indirect expenses broadly classified into following categories. First is the office administration expenses, then selling expenses, distribution expenses, finance and other expenses. Under the heading of administration expenses, these elements factors are considered: general manager's salary, office salary, rent, rest, taxes, insurance, light, telephone, postage, printing and stationery, traveling, depreciation on building, furniture, equipment, if that asset used for administration purpose or for office purpose. Next is the selling expenses. For example, salaries to sales staff, commission to agents, telephone, telegraph, postage, resales, printing and stationery for sales, traveling, conveyance for sales, bad debts, advertisement, publicity and sales promotion, and depreciation of any kind of asset if that asset is used for selling purpose, salesman commission, agent commission, etc. Distribution expenses means salaries, freight, insurance, outward warehousing, rent, rates, taxes for godown, packing and forwarding, delivery van expenses, and depreciation on any kind of asset if that asset is used for distribution purpose. And last is the finance and other charges. Finance and other charges means interest on loan, overdraft, interest on debentures, cash discount, etc. Okay, this is all expenses relates to all indirect expenses that is debited to profit and loss account, that is broadly classified into three categories: office administration expenses, selling distribution expenses, and finance expenses. And credit side of P&L account element is: first is the gross profit, and other is the other income, that is the revenue income, commission received, interest received, dividend received, discount received, loss, profit on sale of assets and investment, etc. Okay, and same profit on sale of, loss on sale of investment, loss on sale of fixed asset is debited to P&L account. And finally the amount of net profit or net loss is find out. Okay, net profit and net loss means if credit side of P&L account is excess than the debit side of P&L account, the balancing amount is the net profit. Means when our indirect income is excess than our indirect expenses, the balancing amount is the net profit, and that net profit is added in capital balances of sole trader in the balance sheet. And net loss arises when our indirect expenses, our means sole trader's indirect expenses is excess than his indirect income, that time the balancing amount is the net loss. Net profit is added in the capital balance and net loss is deducted from the capital balance in the balance sheet. Okay, if sole proprietor trader earn profit in his business that increase the amount, that increase his amount of capital, and if he bear the loss, that is the net loss, that is deducted from capital balance